Hi guys, Tykes TV here with Luke. Thank you for joining if you have. So another signing on the board. Brad Potts from Blackpool, midfielder, another midfielder. A player that I saw him in the playoff final, and he looked really well. Linked up well with their striker. Can't remember his striker's name, but I think he's a player that we've been linked with, but I don't know if we are actually going to get anywhere with him. Because them two together, they look quite good. But yeah, very much a highly rated midfielder, and it's just going to be really strange now as to who's going to be playing in the midfield. After Saturday's performance at Rotherham, I feel as though the players that are probably going to be left out are probably Alex Mowat, if Brad Potts does start. But I mean, I did say it's really awkward because there was Alex Mowat and George Moncur playing in middle. They played in the middle against Huddersfield. They played in the middle against Coventry City, and both players looked well together. They both looked fit. But then at Rotherham, they were just really poor, giving the ball away cheaply. And this is also a midfielder that just like to play off the striker. Scores goals from that kind of area, from just outside the box. So I'm really excited about this guy, and I'm glad that we've managed to tie him down on a 3-year contract. As I said, it's another exciting signing. We still do need strikers, of course, but I'm sure that Hecky and the board have got to find someone from somewhere, and I'm sure they've got their eye on a few players. There's a player from Accrington Stanley, but I think that's mainly for if we do decide to sell Andy Yedem. I was listening to the radio with Paul Heckingbottom earlier, and he was saying that the club had offered Andy a really good contract, hasn't signed it, declined it, and he wants to maybe see for next year where he'll be, whether that's with Barnsley or whether it's elsewhere. So I think that all depends on how well we do, and if the club do decide to sell him come January, because we saw that last year with Hurrian and Winall not wanting to sign new deals and wanted to see what had happened at the end of the season, but we decided to ship them out in January. So it's one of those things, isn't it, really? But Brad Potts, yeah, delighted that we've got him on the board. And let's try now. I've said this in every player we've signed. It's right, striker now, striker please. But what can it be? What can it be? Does it look like we might be playing 5 in midfield? With Brad, we could always play with Brad Potts playing just off Tom Bradshaw or Ike Ukbo, depending on who starts. I mean, I don't even know if Hecky knows his side for Saturday. He said after the Rotherham game, the only player really in content with the start was Joe Williams, and Joe Williams is the player that we've signed, another midfielder again on loan from Everton. But I have to agree with Hecky that he looked the most dangerous, and played probably the best when he came on after Lloyd Isgrove. Disappointing news about Lloyd Isgrove as well, being out from what Hecky says up to a month. So that's a blow, really. That's a big blow. But it gives, as I said, Hecky has come out and said that it gives another player a chance. Can they prove that they're good enough to stay in the team? And who knows? That might keep Izzy out of the team when he comes back from injury. So I'm glad that the club have pulled off another signing like this. I'm not 100% sure how much we've paid. It is undisclosed from what I've seen. I think every deal that Barnsley do is undisclosed. But delighted again, as I say. But let's try and focus on strikers, see who we can get in. If you think about it, I mean, who is who we could go in for that won't cost the club too much money, and that we could guarantee that would score us goals, but there's, I mean, as we said with Naki Wells at Huddersfield, is he good enough to play in the Premier League? Well, debatable. I think he got 10 league goals last season for Huddersfield. I'd take him at Barnsley, yeah, but would he take a wage cut, because I'm sure he'll be on more than the Barnsley cap, which I've said is around 10 million. 10 million? Where have I got 10 million from? 10,000. 10,000. Yeah, he's not Neymar, is he? We don't pay that kind of money. Yeah, so we'll just have to see, but I'm sure Huddersfield will want to keep their players, you know, especially a goal scorer like Naki Wells, and we'll just have to wait and see. But delighted that Brad Potts has signed. Let's hope that we can get some more players in before Bristol City on Saturday, and fingers crossed that we can. And well, you heard it. You only heard it here on Tykes TV. Now you've heard it everywhere else as well. Thanks for watching, guys. If you did, remember to subscribe if you liked, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching.